What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We are back with another purchase that I may or may not regret. We're going to find out together in this video. Here we have a 1998 GMC Jimmy four-wheel drive. I don't remember how many miles it's got on, but it's over 200, probably more like 250,000 miles. It looks pretty good. It's got some Hankook Optimo H725s front and back with good tread. The body looks good. Nice little fadeaway stripe down the side that says Jimmy up there. This is not a bad looking vehicle, especially when you consider the amount of miles she's got on it. We got matching tires over here as well, a full set. It looks pretty damn good, guys. I don't see any real hail damage or anything on it either. And there's a looks like a little butterfly sitting right there. Sorry, guy. You're gonna have to go. Let's take a look in here. Interior is in very decent condition. Headliner, very nice as well. I have had this vehicle over a month, and I don't know anything about it. This looks decent. There's my booster pack. Okay. I've been wondering where that was. I actually thought somebody stole it. It's been missing for quite a while. We've got a Carfax report too. Let's see, 3 previous owners. I don't think this one's got any substantial damage. No. Service, lots of services, tons of services. Doesn't say what the services are, but it was serviced at Sears for most of its life. Antifreeze flush in 2009. So in 2009, it had 227,000 miles on it. Oil change, alignment, tires, lots of oil, air filter. This thing has been brake serviced at 240,000 miles in 2011. Wow. And then it looks like it was parked. A slight accident to the right front at some point. So it looks like around 2012, it had 242,000 miles. After that, all you see is registration renewed. It stopped getting serviced. So 2012, 242,000 miles. Let me see what the miles are now. I'm going to bet money the battery is dead. The battery's always dead on everything. I even brought a little booster pack with me because I know she's going to be dead as a doornail. Oh, that seat is nice. Uh-oh, there we go. Yeah, it's absolutely dead. Let's pop the hood. She's got the 4.3 liter. Good old Vortec. There she is. Ew, oh boy. Okay, so something's been living under here. Yeah, I think she's been parked for quite a while, guys. There used to be a hood liner under here, but as you can see, it's missing. It was eaten by rodents. This is interesting as well. That looks like squirrels. Lots of acorns under the hood, and then this is bizarre. Somebody taped Brillo pads to the engine. What? Are you serious? They did this over here too on the wiring harnesses for the PCM. Brillo pads are taped all over the motor. Same thing over here on the wiring harnesses for the air conditioning. Brillo pads. And here too. Are you serious? Okay, that's interesting. We've got some spider webbage. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this one. This is bizarre. If anybody knows why somebody would tape Brillo pads to an engine, please drop a comment down below. The oil is crystal clear. Like, that is perfectly clean oil. I'm very surprised about that. Let's check the trans. Let's see what she looks like. Well, I've seen better. It's a light brown. Definitely needs to be serviced, assuming the transmission is actually good in this. I don't have high hopes for it, guys. I'll tell you what I paid for it here in just a few minutes. Should we open the coolant? I'm not going to open the coolant, guys. Why don't we grab a booster pack real quick? Let's throw it on here and let's just see what it does. Well, there's a bit of good news. I hooked up the booster pack and the lights came on and it started dinging. I heard fuel pressure go through the fuel system, which is honestly pretty impressive. Let's see what it looks like in here. Well, this doesn't look that bad. Okay, that's an interesting smell. It's definitely not rotten fuel, but it smells like at one point maybe there was rotten fuel in it. What's it got? Half a tank? Over half a tank? 278,000 miles on the odometer. I'm going to cycle this a couple more times. All right. Wow. She fired right up. Good oil pressure. That fuel gauge is questionable. Now it says it's full. Voltage shows that it's charging. The only warning light we see is the airbag light. It actually runs very well. Wow. You know, my first go-to is the air conditioning. Ooh. All right, that was nice. Again, she's been sitting quite a while. While we're waiting on that, we've got an ashtray down here. Look at this. Look at this ashtray. Very clean. Now, there is something right here, but that's not like cigarette ashes. It's some kind of a felt thing that's in there. I don't think this has ever seen a cigarette. We'll find out here in a second, though. The real trick is to look at... Ah, yes, it has. Yes, it has. That's definitely seen cigarettes or cigars. Glove box. What do we got? The book. No way. 98 Jimmy. Okay. Got a couple light bulbs in there. And let's open the rear hatch. Let's check the windows. Important window is a yes. 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 And yes. Okay. Air conditioning is cold, guys. It is cold. Will it go into 4 high? I can't tell, but yes, it did. It is in 4 high. Will it go into 4 low? It did. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. 4x4 works. Good, yeah. Oh, man, okay. 4x4 works. Let's put it in 2. And it shifted. There we go. Okay, we just got an ABS light. That's weird. That's weird. After shifting into 4-wheel drive, we get an ABS light. So, all right. It is what it is. Let's go pop the hatch real quick. And then I think we could take this on a drive. The hatch struts are a little on the weak side. I can't... This opens... Oh, it does. Oh, interesting. We've got a sunshade in the back that's still there. And it looks like it works. I don't know how it works. I guess it just... Yeah, whatever. It's got the sunshade, guys. It's got a Kenwood Sirius satellite radio tuner. Okay. Very nice. This is not a bad vehicle, guys. Again, I still have my doubts. That trans fluid looked a little iffy. All right, we've shut off the booster pack and it's still running. So the alternator must be functioning. We'll take the booster pack with us, just in case. Well, I guess we have the other one. I don't know if that other one is dead or not, though. I don't even remember throwing it in here. Half the time, like that blue plastic there, if I'm working on something I'll throw the stuff into a car right next to it and then just forget about it. I really thought somebody jacked my booster pack. Okay, let's see what she does, guys. So before we get on the road, I told you I'd tell you what I paid for it. My winning bid was $925, and that sounds like a great deal. I got it from Insurance Auto Auctions for $925, but wait a minute, there's a buyer fee of $275, a service fee of $79, an internet fee of $39, a transportation fee of $107, an environmental fee of $10, a financing fee of $69, and a transaction tax of $2. Golly. So that took a $925 vehicle and turned it into a $1,506 vehicle. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, wait a minute, Randy, what is that fee for financing? I bet you've never heard of it. Well, it's a thing that dealers get, and it's not through Insurance Auto Auctions. Let me see if I can drive up here. It's called floor planning, and a lot of people wonder, well, what is that? Well, when you're a dealer, you get special financing opportunities opened up to you, meaning basically I can buy all of these cars with somebody else's money, and I get to make the YouTube content from that money, and then I pay them back when I sell the car. So basically, it doesn't cost me much of anything out of my own pocket to buy and make videos on these cars. There's Roxy. She's about to chase us. Hi, Roxanne. Oh, poor baby. No, I'm not gonna. She's running after us. Come on, Roxy. Roxy. What are you doing, girl? Okay. Come on, Roxy. Let me go, sweetheart. Dang it, she's gonna get herself run over. She is playful today. Roxy, what are you doing? What are you doing, sweetheart? You're being troublesome. She's being troublesome. Anyway, it's just kind of a smart way of playing with someone else's money, guys. It's through a company not related to Insurance Auto Auctions or anything like that. But yeah, it's really cool that I have the ability to use somebody else's money. And at the end of the day, it only costs me $100 or so to pay them back for borrowing their money. So we are going to take this thing out on the open road right now, and we're going to find out if she's actually any good. So far, it feels great. Temperature has come up nicely. In fact, the airbag light is off. The only light on the dash right now is ABS. So I guess, as long as there's no traffic up here, and there's not, we can just hit the road and see what it does. It shifted. It shifted again. We're doing 30. Oh, this thing's actually very smooth. Very, I am super impressed that a 270-some thousand mile GMC Jimmy rides this good. There's both of my Rams, the TRX, and there's my junkyard. The TRX and the Power Wagon are both sitting there looking happy. Speed limit's about to jump up. We'll be able to get this thing up to 65 miles an hour here in just a second. AC is still blowing ice cold. I'm used to a lot of rattles and clunks in these old Jimmys and Blazers, and this one surprisingly is very quiet inside. Steering wheel sits nice and straight. Okay, let's get her up to 55. Not an issue. Wow. Okay, and now we're up to 60. Speed limit is now 65. We got a hill on us here. Guys, we're doing 65. like it's nothing. Not an issue at all. Take a look at this. Look at this dashboard. No funny noises, no humming or whining from hub bearings. Nothing. Just an ABS light. All right, well, my goal is to take it 10 miles. It's 5 miles each way to this stop sign up the road here, and 5 miles back, and I want to see what it does. Let's put it in 4 high. Can you do it on the fly? Oh, yeah, you can. I felt it. Yep, so she is in 4-wheel drive high right now. Not an issue shifting at 60 miles an hour into gear. Now I'm going to put it back into 2 high. And yeah, you can feel the difference in the steering. A big difference in the steering between 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. This is the life right here, guys. Okay, so did I overpay for it? Well, so far, I'm gonna say no. Now, if something goes catastrophically wrong on the way back, then obviously I'm not gonna be very happy about it. But currently, the voltage is looking good, the temperature is good, oil pressure is really nice, sitting just over 60 PSI at 60 miles an hour. Air conditioning's cold. Everything seems to work properly in this. No check engine light either. In today's market for $1,500, okay, yes, it is very high mileage, but also that means that to make it this long, somebody had to have taken really, really good care of it. As I can see from the Carfax report, it has a ton of service records, so somebody definitely maintained this car. My only question is, why do I see duct tape and Brillo pads taped to everything under the hood? It looks like the car definitely sat for quite a bit of time. And that's probably how I got my hands on it. I'm sure that this was through one of those charities. I see this all the time out there. You see a lot of cars coming in as charities from estates, you know, estate sales, or basically older people either quit driving or they passed away and the families end up just donating them. And then the charity sells them off to the public. Now, a lot of the times with insurance auto auctions, they do not sell these charity vehicles to the public. You have to be a dealer to get your hands on them. And I feel like that's why I get some of these really good deals. Sometimes we win and sometimes we lose. But so far, in the case of this Blazer, this is a win all day. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, if I didn't have all my new cars and stuff and I needed something to get me around, I would buy this all day. All day. It's big enough that you can fit all your crap in it. It's comfortable. It's quiet. It's got cold air conditioning. And for $1,500 total, all in, out the door, you're not going to beat it. You're not going to beat it. Not in today's market, you're not. This thing is amazing. The only problem with it really is that high mileage is going to scare everybody away. Obviously, I'm going to send it back to auction. I have no use for it. I've got so many of my own personal cars. I don't need any more. I buy these just for fun. I love the gamble, really. I love the gamble. I love purchasing these things, and I buy them sight unseen, so I don't know anything about them. And it is so much fun to have them delivered to my door, and then you get to poke and prod around and find out what quirks they have and, you know, what they need and which ones are good apples and which ones are bad apples. You win some, you lose some, but in this case, oh, and those brakes, that was the next thing. Do the brakes pull? No. Pulsate? No. Steering wheel? Smooth, nice and centered? No, man, this thing is great. What a great vehicle. Well, you know what it's time for now? We got to turn her around. We got to see if we can make it 5 miles back. Let's take a look at the gauges real quick now that it's nice and warmed up, going highway speeds. All right. Temperature, well under 210, very nice. Oil pressure, 40 PSI at idle. Voltage sitting at 14 volts. And again, the only warning light is the ABS light. Do the windshield wipers work? They do. They absolutely do. We could try the cruise control, I guess, on the way back. Yeah, they work. The radio? Let's see. Let's turn on a satellite radio. It does have satellite. It's hooked up. The satellite is hooked up to this. I don't know how to source C channel 1. I mean, you probably got to activate it, assuming that still there's channel 184.
SiriusXM.com/go to sign up quickly.
Did you know SiriusXM has over...
I'll be damned. SiriusXM works. I thought that Sirius may be like fully digital or so. I don't know. I thought maybe that old equipment back there wasn't going to work anymore. But it does. All right, here we go. She shifts great. I mean, smooth as silk. Yes, she does. Guys, wow. We have now driven almost 6 miles with no issue. Horn? Yes. What more do you want from a car for $1,500? Good tires, runs and drives, V6, 4x4. This is great. I would drive this all day, every day. No joke. I would not give a crap about the mileage. The son of a gun gets down the road just fine. All right, guys, we're going to see if she can make it back to the house. Let's try the cruise control real quick. I've got it on. I'm going to set it. And I'm going to let it go. And no. Nope. Cruise control doesn't work. Okay. I found something that doesn't work. The cruise control doesn't work. I would be willing to bet that if you got under that hood, you would probably find a vacuum line, probably very small in nature, that has either been chewed or dry rotted from age. Aside from cruise control, everything works. She's driving fine. Let's reconvene when I get back to the house, or we'll reconvene if I break down on the side of the road. Well, guys, I don't know what more you want. She made it. No issue at all. That guy's been tailgating me for the longest time. I can't stand people that drive like, is there a polite word to use? I can't stand people that drive like they don't have any damn sense at all. She made it. Now let's check under the hood and see if she's smoking. You can see how long this thing has been sitting here. It's literally dug into the ground. Look at this. She's been sitting here quite a while, guys. So I'm glad I could finally move it so that next time the yard gets mowed, this can get mowed down too. Oh boy, we got more cars. Let's see. Look at this. I'm gonna throw all of that stuff away. That's stupid that is all under there. But I'm gonna drag the garbage can over here. I think I found the vacuum leak. Check this out. Tell me if I'm wrong, but there is a vacuum line disconnected and broken. Very, very small one. I'm surprised the check engine light hasn't come on. Well, she's running like she should. It's not smoking. I don't smell anything funny at all. I wonder if I can get you guys underneath it here. Let's see if anything is actively leaking out from under it. Air conditioning is dripping. No. Other than AC condensation, not a problem, man. She's a champ. Well, I don't expect that I'm going to be able to recoup my $1,500 that I spent, and that's fine. I understand that when I buy these cars. Most of the time, the video content does enough revenue that it makes up for anything that I would lose, and I normally end up still being able to turn a profit even after selling them for a loss. So if you've ever wondered how a lot of YouTubers could possibly make money spending so much money on stuff that they lose money on, well, it's an interesting situation because the video content makes up for the money you would lose selling the car. And then, of course, if you lose money selling the car, you get to write that off as a business loss at the end of the year. And that offsets the actual income you make from the YouTube videos. Anyway, there she is. I think a little bit of cleaning up, and I'm going to have to send this one back to auction. If you're interested in the Jimmy, I can't recommend this one enough, guys. Good, cheap, honest transportation that really doesn't look bad with a good set of tires and cold air conditioning. Like I said, I don't expect to turn a profit on this one, but I'm throwing it out there. It will be for sale at Insurance Auto Auctions. I will put a link if it's up for sale already. A link will be in this video, just below the video. You can go check it out for yourself. Some of you are wondering what happened with Copart. For the longest time, I've been selling these through Copart. Well, I actually listed several cars for sale through the Copart Go app, and I got a phone call from them, and they said, hey, we're just really not wanting to sell these old cars anymore. And I was kind of shocked because I've been selling these cars through them for quite a while. Well, that's fine. I told them not a big deal because Insurance Auto Auctions is happy to work with me and take all of my cars. So at this point, I'm sending the cars back through IAA, and that's the reason why. They're just, I don't know, they used to sell them for me without a problem, but they said that they're focusing on more higher end cars, newer model cars. They really don't want anything older than 2013 going through the Copart Go app. And I was like, well, they just count me out because you guys know me. Rarely do I have anything newer than 2013 to be sending to that auction. So check them out at IAA. Like I said, link down below. If you're wondering what else could be coming to the channel, well, I've showed this in a few other videos. We are getting down to the point where we're actually going to have to get this in the shop and change the oil pan and cross our fingers and hope to God that this engine is not destroyed, because obviously this car is not worth putting an engine in. So I'm crossing my fingers. I'm very hopeful that we can get this into the shop, change the oil pan, put some fresh oil and filter on it, new pan gasket. You have to drop the rack and pinion. It's not that bad of a job, guys. We're going to get it on the lift, and we're going to get that done because I really want to know if this engine is savable or not. Let's see what else we got other than the Jimmy. We have the $250 Nissan Maxima that I still believe only needs a $60 part to fix the transmission. I think this car was dumped because the transmission does not shift properly, and I think that it's because of a faulty throttle position sensor. I've got the $60 part in the shop. We're going to replace it, and I think this transmission is going to come back to life. If it doesn't, it doesn't matter because the car was only $250. This car, a Mercedes 190E, I can't talk about that. It's not my car. A 1985 Honda Accord 1800. Yes, it is still sitting here. It is sitting outside, and it is still missing the back window. I feel bad. Truly, I do. I promise you guys, I'm gonna get back to this car as soon as possible and get that back window replaced. Of course, we have the 1983 Chevrolet Camaro with the 4-cylinder. I've been meaning to get back to this car. Well, not get back to it. I haven't even gotten to it yet. It's a 4-banger. It's an Iron Duke. It's a very rough vehicle, and I seriously overpaid on this. It said that it ran, as I found out from the smell of the gas tank. That was not true. That car did not run. Don't worry, if you're not interested in any of these cars, well, then you're probably not going to be interested in what I've got sitting in the garage. Let's go take a look at what's in the shop. Are you ready? Oh, yeah. The 1983-ish Chevrolet Citation. There's more to get done to that bad boy. That's why it's up on the lift. We've got a 1929 Ford. This is a Roadster with a V8 engine from the 60s. This is legit. Metal body. It's not fiberglass. That's metal. That's right. There's a story behind this one that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. I kind of got scammed / screwed, and we're waiting to find out the results on this one. Let's just say I bought it from an auction, and I never got the title. So now I've got a car that I paid, it was $11,500. I think $13,500 was shipping and everything out the door. This was $13,500. I never got a title to it, and I am now waiting to find out if they're going to give me a refund, if they're going to come pick the car up and take it back, because obviously with no title, this car is worthless to me. I don't want it. Or if they're going to come up with a title, I don't know. But I can't talk too much more about this because this thing is kind of, it's a story. We also have the 1925 Ford Model T. I've got all the parts that I need to put this thing back together. I really want to get this together, get it on the road, take it for a drive, probably replace the broken glass, and then, unfortunately, I don't see myself doing much with this car. So we'll clean it up, give it a good bath, some fresh tires and everything, and hopefully get it running the way it's supposed to. And I'll probably put this up for sale. I'll probably send this down the road as well. You may notice the 2022 Harley-Davidson Nightster is down here. This this bike has always been at my other house in the city. So how did it get down here? I must have trailered it. I did not, believe it or not, and I don't think I have the key on me, I actually got on this thing and rode it. It's not going to show me the miles. I got the key. She'll show us the miles now. There we go. Should be 41 miles. Come on, old girl. 40 miles. So I actually rode this thing 39 miles. I know for a lot of you that's nothing. For me, though, that's a big deal, because some of that was at speeds of 75 miles an hour, which is a new record for me. It was an interesting ride. It was a lot of fun. This bike is very light. I think it weighs like 450 pounds. It's a Evolution Max 975. She loves to rev, and boy, does she love to pull when you get on the throttle. Such a fun and nimble bike that just loves to be revved and whipped around. I had a great time riding that bike down here. There's one other vehicle coming to the channel in the near future, and that is something you guys probably aren't expecting. I found a 1993 Craftsman 18-horse riding mower. It belonged to an old man who took meticulous care of it. It's still riding on its original tires that say Craftsman in white letters around them. Beautiful, beautiful riding mower that's supposed to need a little bit of work to make run again, and I'm probably overpaying for it, but I'm excited. We've never done a riding mower on the channel. I saw it and I had to have it, and the fact that it belonged to it, you could tell it belonged to someone that was older and took very, very good care of it. It would be fun to get that running again and take it out to the yard and see if we can cut with it on the channel. So stay tuned. I got a lot of stuff coming. I don't want you to miss it. So definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you can stay up to date on all the newest videos coming out. Click that like button if you enjoyed today's content, and share the video with your friends if you think it's something your friends would enjoy. I would truly appreciate it. It goes a long way to help support the channel. Speaking of appreciation, I appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time to watch my video. Thank you so much. Stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.